This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
It's Flag Day, and we talk with a local veteran about the importance of the Stars and Stripes. Welcome one and all, and please make yourself at home, get comfortable, and download our new Samsung Productions app when you get a chance. My name is Ken Kara, and here's your headlines from SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. A teen from Florida was killed in a terrible one-car crash yesterday in Butler Township. Butler Township police identified him as 17-year-old Justin Pinzaru from Trinity, Florida. Police responded to the area of 330 South Old Turnpike Road around noon yesterday. They found a 2007 Subaru Forester in the roadway with damage. According to police, Pinzaru and another 17-year-old male juvenile from Hazleton were ejected from the vehicle. Pinzaru was deceased, and the other juvenile was flown to Lehigh Valley Hospital Cedar Crest with severe injuries. The driver, a 16-year-old male juvenile from Drums, was not injured. Another 16-year-old male passenger, also from Drums, was taken to the hospital. Police have not yet released the names of the other juveniles involved. Go to facebook.com/SSPTV News for updates and standardspeaker.com. Today was the last day of school in the Hazleton Area School District. It was also a half day. District Superintendent Dr. Craig Butler told us that as a result of yesterday's fatal crash, crisis counselors were brought into several schools today. They were available to talk with family members, close friends, or other friends of those involved in the crash. Dr. Butler says, quote, "We were saddened and shocked to have received news of the accident yesterday. Our thoughts and prayers are with all the young men, their families, and loved ones," unquote. House Majority Whip Steve Scalise and several others were injured when a gunman opened fire at a congressional baseball practice in Alexandria, Virginia this morning. Congressman Lou Barletta from Hazleton, who usually plays in the charity game, had decided not to play this year. Shocked when he learned of the news, he told us that the situation could have been worse.
Well, you know, it's ironic that Steve Scalise was the person shot, the member that was shot. But if it were not for him, if he had not come to practice today, there would have been a massacre of members of Congress. Because Steve is the majority whip, he has a security detail that follows him. And because they were there and two of his detail personnel were shot as well, they continued even after being shot and pursued the gunman and took the gunman down. Had Steve not been there, there would have been no security at all. The members of Congress would have been sitting ducks on the field, and there would have been a massacre today.
The bipartisan charity game raises more than $500,000 each year for underprivileged children. President Trump announced that the shooter died from his injuries. Well, today we celebrate Flag Day, which dates back to 1894 when the New York governor declared that the flag should be displayed on all public buildings. We stopped by a ceremony today in Hazel Township and talked with a local veteran.
The flag is just takes on special meaning. Today is the day to honor the flag, and that it should be honored by all American citizens as it is with the military. And as a note, Pennsylvania is the only state in the Union that recognizes Flag Day as a holiday.
Dennis Auchenhouse also talked about the importance of properly maintaining and displaying the flag. For more information, go to usflag.org/flag etiquette on that topic. A local insurance company opened up in their new location last month, but they waited until Flag Day to hold their grand opening. This is the new location for McNeilis Insurance Services on Route 309 in Hazel Township next to the Churchill Mall. The owner, Gary McNeilis, says they waited until Flag Day to honor our local veterans. The company even took donations for a group called Paul's House in the Poconos that helps shelter veterans in need of care. McNeilis talks about the donations and his company.
It's probably 9:30, and the van is just about full. It's amazing, the people, the heart of people. They just give and give and give. And anybody who talks about the Hazleton area, one thing they ought to just always know is this is a very, very giving community. We're proud to represent our company without question, but we have good, solid product geared to taking care of customers, but more importantly, we have a staff that is dedicated to putting the customer first.
For more information on McNeilan's Insurance Services, call 570-454-1981 or 570-49. You can call the cell phone number. We had it up earlier. And it also will be featured on Know Your Insurance Scene here on SSPTV. You can check it out on our new SSPTV app. Well, Janine Mazurkevich is back at Sacco Chiropractic in Hazleton with some advice that may help you.
Do you suffer from a slipped disc? That is the topic today. We're back at Sacco Chiropractic as Dr. Scott Sacco fills up. He's here full time now, right?
Yes, yeah, I am. So a lot of times everybody has a question of what's the difference between a slipped disc, what's the difference between a herniated disc, how do I know? The best way that I could describe it is sometimes if you have disc involvement, if it's something herniated that might be bulging, a lot of times you get that sciatica type pain. It's going down the leg. A slip disc is when you're just bending over to pick something up and all of a sudden it just goes. And your low back is tight in spasm, you can't move. Most of the time I have patients that walk in here that they're tight, they could barely get up out of the chair. A lot of times you shouldn't wait. If you injure that and you don't have anything going down your leg, you don't have any, they call them radicular symptoms, so stuff going down, any numbness, tingling, things like that, you should come right in and let us get you checked out, because the sooner we can actually get that moving again, it gets that healing process started. Because discs actually work through diffusion. So diffusion's like a sponge. So it actually sucks up all the nutrients and then lets it out. When you slip a disc, everything tightens up and it doesn't let that disc get the nutrients back in it. So coming in here, getting adjusted, letting us stretch you out, actually gets that process going again so the disc could get the nutrients in and actually start to heal. So the longer you wait, the longer you're more than likely going to be out of work, not going to be able to be moving around, not being able to sleep, all of that. So it's important to get in as soon as possible.
All right, very good. Thank you to you. Now you are open full time now, so it's easier to get an appointment.
Yeah, we're here Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday now.
Okay, so book your appointment today. You're watching SSP TV News. We'll see you next week.
Thank you very much, Janine. Well, just a reminder that our SSP TV programming is available tonight and every Wednesday from 6:30 until 8 p.m. on our high-definition channel 513. And remember that you can catch a rebroadcast of SSP TV News tonight at 8 p.m. on both channels, Channel 13 and HD 513 on Service Electric Cablevision. Well, congratulations to Hazleton area grad Sal Biazzi as he was drafted by the Kansas City Royals in the 11th round of the Major League Baseball draft. Still to come, we'll talk about the Lady Cougar softball team, kick off our Lady Cougar Spectacular, and right after this break, Lisa Sugar talks about a musical event in our area that will promote local bands and also help out a local charity. This is SSP TV News, your place for 24 hours of your hometown news and information.
This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
A great musical experience is coming to our area this Saturday. It is called Woodshock 4, and I'm pleased to be joined by the band that is organizing this big event. They are the band Shock Value, and they are all local guys. Here with me to my right is Michael Dino, who is lead guitarist. Also here is Seth Harkins to his right. Seth is a bassist and backup vocals. To my left is Joey Letcher. Joey is lead vocals and also a keyboardist. And finally, we have Matt Malloy, who is on drums. So, talented bunch of guys decided they not only want to perform in their own band, but they want to bring more music to this area. So, Michael, I'm going to start with you. How did Shock Value 4 come about? Because I know there's been 1, 2, and 3.
Well, it all started a couple of years ago, and young bands can't really get booked, especially around here. It's just, we're dying for a scene. At least we think so. So we thought after 3 successful years in a different location, we'd move it to Community Park this year, make it outside, make it longer, and invite more bands. So the point is all to just grow the scene, get people interested in local music, and just come out and have a good time.
Wow. So it's great that we have these talented people in our area. We want to showcase them. Joey, I know you love music. You've been involved in local theaters as well, and you're involved in the band. So tell us a little bit more about why it's so important for you guys to do this.
Well, I definitely think that it's so important for our area and everywhere to share music and share art with the public, because like I always say at the end of all of our shows, like, you know, we don't just do it for ourselves, we do it for other people, because music is one of those things that bypasses the physical and the mental. It goes straight to the emotional, it goes straight to the heart, and like we want to share our story, and being together for the past 4.5 years and seeing this journey grow, seeing the band grow, seeing how we've come so far. We want to share that with people. We want to share our songs, share our stories. And you know, we're always growing, always evolving, always coming up with new things. And for people who've been following us since the beginning, our closest friends and everything, it's really cool to kind of see the 4th installment of something like this, and bringing in different acts from all over Pennsylvania, because like I said, we've been playing around, and it's kind of grown into something bigger than itself. So we just want to share that with people.
Matt, I guess give us a little synopsis of what Shock Value is like, what they're playing, and the other bands that are going to be playing on Saturday.
Shock Value is alternative indie rock. At Woodshock, we're going to be accompanied by singer Molly Carnish from Tamaqua, who's actually been with us for the past couple of Woodshocks, so she's great friends with us, and we're so happy to have her back. She's amazing. Also, another returner who's played Woodshocks with us before is Luke McManus from Lehighton. He's great, fantastic guitarist. And then other friends of us who are doing Woodshock with us for the first time are Shatter Influence. They're from here in Hazleton. Ace and the Kings, a band from Bloomsburg. Les Fuchsia from East Stroudsburg. And we're also going to be joined by Billy Pfeiffer, who is the lead singer of the Egocentric Plastic Men from Philadelphia, who just released a new album pretty recently.
It's all taking place this Saturday from 4 to 9 at Community Park. You guys have T-shirts, you have everything, Seth, and this is a free concert, but there's also going to be food provided, which is going to benefit a local organization.
Exactly. It's going to benefit Brandon's Forever Home, and we just feel like it's a great opportunity for them because they're pulling such a great cause, and for them to do that, it's just one less thing we have to worry about.
As far as what you're going to be selling there, or you're selling in advance, or how do they get your T-shirts and stuff?
Well, we will have a merchandise table set up with T-shirts. Our EP, which just came out recently, it's only $5, so we're really excited about that. And also, every other band will also have their own merchandise. And basically, if you purchase any of that merchandise, it's going to help offset the costs of travel for the other bands and for setup for us.
Congratulations on all your successes. They have singles out, they have everything going on. And one last plug, where do you get your single again?
You can download it at iTunes, Spotify, Amazon, or wherever music is sold.
All right, cheap plug, shameless plug, we had to do it. Come on out on Saturday, we hope to see you there in Hazel Township.
Time now for weather on SSPTV News.
We took a special weather shot for Flag Day, and Mother Nature provided the beautiful white and blue backdrop. Here's our forecast now from the National Weather Service. Tonight, partly cloudy, low of 59 degrees. 4-day outlook, Thursday looks nice, partly sunny, high in the mid-70s. At night, 40% chance of showers, in the mid-50s for our low. Friday, we'll get up to 69 degrees, 50% chance, showers, thunderstorm. At night, 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms, low of 61. On Saturday, 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms, a high of 77. At night, same chance of rain, mostly cloudy, low of 64. Sunday, 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms, partly sunny, high of 82. At night, we're up to a 50% chance of showers and thunderstorms, mostly cloudy, low of 66 degrees.
Tonight's weather is brought to you by Valley High Food Drive-In, the area's oldest ice cream and fast food restaurant. We're open weekdays 3:30 to 8 p.m. Stop by for our ice cream and yogurt. Now featuring fat-free, no sugar-added soft frozen yogurt with flavors like vanilla, strawberry, and strawberries and cream. We also have burgers, hot dogs, fries, and much more. That's Valley High, Route 93 in West Hazleton, and like us on Facebook.
And today we continue our series on the Hazleton YWCA's Strive to Revive the Hazy Pool, this time with a longtime swimmer.
I'm Celeste Samick, the Executive Director of the Hazleton YWCA, and I'm here to talk to you today about our Strive to Revive the Hazy Pool campaign. We're trying to get the community interested in supporting a campaign to revitalize our large pool that we have in this facility. I'm standing in a small pool right now, a hot water pool, that we added in a capital campaign in 2000. And the original pool here, the large pool, was built in 1964 and has not been revitalized since then. So our goal is to make it a happy place for people to come and swim, a nice, revitalized, clean pool to swim in. Our swimming pool is full of activities all day long. We're open 13 to 15 hours throughout the day. We have a large amount of lap swim time, and we have a large amount of swim lessons. We have approximately 200 children who enroll with us every 8 weeks to take swimming lessons here. We're planning to revitalize the pool area. We're trying to update it. The walls are in a bad condition right now. They have to be cleaned up and painted. We'd like to replace the swim blocks, which are highly used for our swim team here. We have a very large active swim team, and we need to replace the blocks. We have some old original doors that also need to be replaced, and we'd like to purchase some large inflatables to use for our pool swim parties. So there's a few things that we'd like to do. We have a goal, a very modest goal, I think, of $75,000 to accomplish these tasks, and I think that will be a big help to our local YWCA and our swimming program. We sponsor 6 or 7 triathlon, duathlon races, and some of those competitors in those races train here during our lap swim time. We will be tying in this campaign to those races, so if you are interested in sponsoring the races or sponsoring the campaign, your name will be advertised at the races on banners, your name will be on the back of all of our race shirts, and you're welcome to come and compete if you would like to. We will also be displaying banners of our sponsors in our pool. If you're interested in volunteering at any of our races, please contact me. My name is Celeste Samick or Rob Gould here at the Hazelton YWCA. Our telephone number is 570-455-2046. So if you're interested in volunteering or you're interested in making a donation to the campaign, please contact us. We would be happy to speak with you and we'd be happy to accept your campaign donation.
And your green screen on today's SSPTV News Pick 2 to 7. Your pick 3 numbers up on your screen, 826. Pick 4, let's check them out, 9953. And pick 5, 74925. The wild card number is 1. When we come back, the Lady Cougars softball team is trying to be the #1 team in the state. We'll preview the state championship game with Dave Seaman from the Standard Speaker next.
Time now for sports on SSPTV News.
Welcome to this special Dave Day Lady Cougars Spectacular. And Dave, we hope we're doing this again in a few days because that will mean the Lady Cougars won the state championship. The Hazelton area softball team, congratulations to them on their way to the state 6A softball championship. They will take on Hempfield, but to get there, they had to beat Springford, and they did that 8-5. Dave Seaman was at the game at Parkland, and Dave, they went down 4 runs early, the Lady Cougars. We talked about this earlier, about how much experience they do have in big games. The younger girls on the team have played travel ball, so they have the experience. It seems like they answered right back in that bottom of the second inning and didn't really flinch.
It seemed like once the first person got on, things kind of snowballed. Well, I hate to say snowball on a day when it was 90-plus degrees, but things kind of snowballed. And we've talked all season about their ability to hit up and down the lineup. And once one person got on base, the next person got on base, and you had that little chain reaction going. And it seemed like the next person didn't want to make the first out or the second out or even the third out because they got once they got on the scoreboard and made it 4-1 and 4-2 and 4-3. Next thing you know, Tiana Treon's hitting a 2-run single and Lady Cougars are up 5-4. And it's I think that eased them a little bit. They did say there were some jitters. They admit that there were some jitters, but you get up in the game, you give Erica Book a lead, and then you're able to relax on playing defense, and you're able to relax coming back up to the plate then.
And Dave, 25 years of the Hazelton Area High School, celebrating that anniversary this year. There have been so many great Hazelton Area High School softball teams. This team will have the pleasure of being the first one in history to make it this far to the state championship game. I know it takes, bounces to go your way sometimes, but what has been so special about this run and about this team?
I just think it's the combination of, solid pitching from Erica Book, who, as I wrote about in Tuesday's edition, is not an overpowering pitcher, but she knows where to put the ball. She changes speed. She gets people off balance, and that's definitely her strength as a pitcher. And it's been like a lot of Hazleton area pitchers over the year. What this team has, I think that maybe some other teams didn't have, is that balance up and down the lineup where the number 9 hitter, Taylor Cost, comes into the playoffs hitting less than 200, but it seems like every game she's getting a big hit, and that's just indicative of this team. There's a lot of talent on this team. There's a great blend of the older players, the Megan Travel pieces, the Hope Kinneys, and the Taylor Cost, and you mix them with the younger players, Marissa Travel piece, Tiana Trion, Kira Antolik, and then the people in between too, Taylor Kashak, all that girl does is hit the baseball or the softball in this case, and she had 3 hits the other day, setting a table. Becca Rossi, outstanding center fielder. She does a super job as far as putting the ball in play or bunting the ball, whatever the team needs, and outstanding. I think she's 19 for 19 now in stolen bases, so it's totally a team effort. It's cliche to say that, but it's definitely true for this team.
And Dave, they seem to exude confidence as well. They're a pleasure to cover. I mean, you talk to them, they seem mature beyond their years, the seniors, and I haven't really talked to some of the younger players, but I just got that from day one with this team. While maybe even I had some questions about if they could duplicate what they did last year, they seemed super confident they would be back in this situation with the chance to go even further than they did last year. Speaking of how much fun they are to cover, I read in your article they are planning on wearing their softball uniforms to graduation that night because it was graduation that evening. You said you couldn't confirm that, but more fun for the Lady Cougars.
There's no doubt about that as well. I couldn't confirm that either, but Hope Kinney said she was convinced she was going to be wearing her uniform underneath the gown, and hey, if she wants to do it, I wouldn't argue with Hope. I mean, Hope's been a leader for the program, for the team for the last 4 years. Her and Megan Travel piece have been there through some tough times early on when they had the different coaching changes, but through it all the team has been successful. Their personalities have stayed true throughout the 4 years, and like you said, it's a joy to cover these girls, and like Coach Heather Nat said, if anybody deserves to go to a state championship game, it's this group of girls, because what they've been through and what they meant to not only the Hazleton area softball program, but Hazleton area athletics and the Hazleton area in general, not just the high school, because they are a true testament to the area.
Yeah, great representatives. And Dave, let's talk about that state championship game. It will be Thursday at 4 o'clock out in University Park at Penn State University. Hazleton will take on the defending 4A state champion, Hempfield, of course, before they switch the classifications this year. Very good team there, Dave. A long winning streak for them. You said they have a very talented pitcher in Morgan Ryan heading to Notre Dame. But when I talked with you on the phone after the game in Parkland, you seem very confident. You said the Lady Cougars are going to hit.
Yeah, they're going to hit. I mean, that's their MO. They hit up and down the lineup. They put the ball in play. I think they had. I don't think they struck out at once yesterday. Maybe once, but I can't remember many times where they actually swing and miss the ball, because even their strikes, they're usually a take and strike or their foul ball. It's a team that makes contact. If the Lady Cougars, not only can they hit, but they could take some solace in the fact that Chambersburg, the team that lost to Hempfield in the semifinals, had 9 hits and they scored 4 runs against Hempfield in the semis. So anything is possible. You play one game, and Hempfield had a chance to. They won it last year 1-0 over a talented pitcher in Avon Grove. If the Lady Cougars hit, this one might be more of a 5-4, 5-3 type game, and Lady Cougars will take their chances if they get in that kind of score.
If Dave and I look exhausted, it's because we are, and it's because of our local sports teams, though, Dave. I know Dave loves doing it because that means they're doing well, and we love giving them the coverage. Check it out again in the Standard Speaker and on SSPTV News.
SSPTV News would like to send our sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Kathleen Kathy Daniels, Barnesville. Mass will be Friday at 10:30 a.m. at the St. Richard's Church in Park Crest. Friends may call Friday from 9:30 to 10:30 a.m. at the church. The James P. Honney Funeral Home is in charge of the arrangements. Virginia A. Fox, Hazel Township. Memorial will be Friday at 10 a.m. at the Faith Assembly of God Church in Hazel Township. The Hazel Chapel of the Crofton Hughes Funeral Homes is assisting the family. Carla Marchetti, drums. The Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home is in charge of the arrangements. Joseph R. Pavlik, Hazleton. Funeral will be Friday at 10 a.m. at the Parish of Saints Cyril and Methodius at the Church of St. Joseph's in Hazleton. Friends may call Friday at the church from 9 a.m. until the funeral. Margaret A. Ronick. Arrangements are under the direction of the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home. Donald L. Swank, drums. Service will be Friday at 10 a.m. at the Butler Chapel of the Crofton Hughes Funeral Home. Friends may call Thursday from 7 to 9 p.m. at the Butler Chapel.
Lady Cougar Spectacular rolls on tomorrow. We'll talk with some of the team, parents, and the coach. And by the way, we confirmed they didn't wear their jerseys at graduation. It was their medals. All right, we'll see you tomorrow. Take it easy, everyone.
Watch us online anytime at ssptv.com and follow us on Facebook and Twitter.